Hi, everyone. Welcome to the weekly review of my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. Balance on the account is $307,068.92. Let's go ahead and look at the performance for the past week. So this past week was it was truly a roller coaster. I felt sick by the end of the week because the market was up and then it was down, then it was down more, and it was just a complete mess. And this is where it landed, deep in the red for this week. But like I said to you all before, my goal for 2025 was to get this portfolio to $300,000. It's there and I'm done with it. Like if it goes below 300,000 by the end of this year, I'm still done with it and I'm moving on to the next goal, which for 2026 will be to get the portfolio up to 400,000, but we'll see what happens. So I've been able to manage my emotions a bit better. Yes, am I annoyed to see such a huge drop in the value? Absolutely. At one point, I remember this portfolio being at like 314,000. I think that was the highest I saw it. And now it's 307. It might go below 300,000 by the end of December, but I'm just like, for my mental health, I am not going to do anything extra to help build up the portfolio. And I am just going to continue with the smaller investment amounts through the end of the year, like I said before. And that's the plan. And that's what I'm doing. I am right now primarily focused on building up my cash reserve. I started several months ago, very, very low balance. I think it was like $1,000, like $1,600, because I depleted it to invest in the stock market, particularly this account. So I've really been aggressively building back up my cash balance, and that is my main focus through the end of the year, not this portfolio. But again, don't want to mislead anyone. I am still investing in this portfolio every single week, and I will continue to do so. It's just at a significantly lower amount of money than what I typically would do. All right, so let's get into the numbers. So this week, the portfolio was down $5,030.23, or 1.61%. I have three holdings. The first is VU. VU was down 1.93%, or $4,524.77. Second holding is SCHD. That was down 0.51%, or $374.95. And then QQQM was down pretty significantly, 3.08%, or $130.51. My goal for this portfolio, which I'm hoping to achieve in 2026, is for this portfolio to be 95% VU and 5% SCHD. As you see here right now, is currently 75% VU, 23.6% SCHD, and then 1.3% QQQM. So I do plan to sell QQQM in 2026, take all of the proceeds from there and put it into SCHD. And through my aggressive investment strategy for 2026, the portfolio should over time in that year balance out to be 95% VU and 5% SCHD. I'm not making any major investment changes at this point because hopefully I'll get to retire in 3 years or less. And if I'm on track to do that, I do see the value in the dividend payout from SCHD. And I'm at this point, because I'm so close to retirement, I am not going to like sell anything or sell any major positions or add new investments. This is just where I'm going to land in this portfolio, in particular, again, 95% VU and 5% SCHD. All right, let's go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week. So on that same track of not aggressively investing, this past week, I put in $75. I got one buy. It all went to VU, and I got 0.12 share. And that's it. That's all I put in this week, $75. And if we just look at the recap, the portfolio started the week at $312,024.15. I put in $75, and then the market loss of $5,030.23 is what brings the balance to $307,068.92. And if we look at the funding to get the amount that I have deposited into cash, or I've deposited cash into this portfolio, you have to minus $5,285 from $79,035. So for 2025 so far, I have deposited $73,750. So quite a bit of change there. And overall holdings, the portfolio overall is up 17.18% or $45,022.34. Here's the three holdings. VU is up 19.97% or $38,354.15. SCHD is up 9.04% or $6,018.19. And then QQQM is up 18.83% or $650. That is all of the update for this week. It seems like the month of November is going to be a red month or a lost month overall. In terms of my particular portfolio, I am down thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars across all my investments. So I do think, the drop in total investment amount will be pretty significant for November, but we have one more week. Who knows what will happen? The stock market is so unpredictable. It's just not even worth trying to predict what's going to happen next week, but we'll see where we land, and I'll update you as usual, and I'll have the November 2026, the November 2025 net worth video out for you all to have. So we'll see if I am still a net worth millionaire or not. Okay, I'll catch you next week. Bye.